What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a horrible idea brewing. It's noon, southeast Tennessee, about 105 degrees out right now. I have my good buddy Nick. He is down from my home state of Ohio, and that's kind of where this video is getting started. In Ohio, talking about boat wraps, right? In Ohio, typically this time of the year, we're still fishing tournament season. The boat wrap is always a pain in the butt because we end the season in Ohio September, October. Last year was November. And what happens in Ohio in November? What happens?
November starts to cool off. It isn't cool here in Tennessee.
Cool off? No, it's cold. It's not cooling off, like it's cold. And what happens to a boat wrap when it's cold? Well, it becomes a pain in the you-know-what to take off. And today, on this beautiful, muggy August summer day, we are going to attempt, because my buddy's on vacation and he's now visiting us in Tennessee, I'm gonna put him through the ringer, such a horrible idea, of removing this boat wrap. Now, why is this a good day to remove it? Exactly that. It's so hot that hopefully this will be way easier to remove now than what it is when it's cold. So we let it sit out in the sun now for an hour.
Oh yeah.
And you can't keep your hand on it. And that may be a bad idea. You know, I would put it back into my garage, and we would typically do it in my garage. That's my garage. That's it right there. That's the garage. Don't laugh, don't laugh. That right there has solved a lot of problems. That's the current garage. So anyhow, for the sake of the video, we're doing it out here. We may have to move it back under there. We're gonna attempt to remove this thing as fast as possible, because let's be honest, I don't need a wrap anymore. The season's over. When I go fishing, I won't have people following me because I'm just as clueless as they are, but they seem to think because I have a green wrapped boat, I'm somehow catching fish all the time. Not the case, guys. Just because you have a wrap doesn't mean you catch them. But now, I'm gonna get my Phoenix unwrapped, have an incognito boat. Let's get after it. I'm sweating. But the biggest thing you want to do, okay, is when you start peeling it, grab a corner and you want to try to get as much of it started as possible. Good place to start. You're going to start on the back. I'm gonna let you start there. I'm gonna start at the front and start working our way back. But that's the biggest thing. You wanna try to keep it in one piece, keep that one piece rolling as far as you can. Hopefully with this heat, it should come off pretty easily. Nick has already started. Started on a corner, typical stuff. Go, oh man, dude. I was gonna say get a credit card. A credit card's always nice because it's plastic. It can lift up the stuff super easily, but we don't need a credit card or a heat gun right now. So this is what we got going on. Right here, this stuff, you wanna make sure when you do it, you get a clean pass on it, because if you don't, you're gonna leave little, see what I'm saying? Like little stuff in between. I owe you dinner. Definitely gonna have to get you some dinner. But that's the tricky part right there. All right, I'm gonna start on the front. Quit jabbering. Right off the bat, you can see this stuff right here, it gets up around here on the lip. That's always the toughest part to get off. I'm talking hours and hours to get this stuff started and peeling. And you look at how clean that's coming off. That makes a huge difference, because ultimately you want to get it where all the glue is coming off. But check that out, guys. It's coming right off. I do got to cut out around my boat numbers though. Dude, this is the easiest thing ever.
Got part of it done. I mean, maybe some of the sweat that's dripping down my arms and hands are helping peel the sticker off.
So I'll have to take that off, but you go ahead and peel around it. Yeah. Record time, boys. Record time. This is exactly how you want it to go. You grab one piece Oh. And get it going. How far can we go? Oh. That's how you do it. That would have taken me like 15 minutes with a heat gun. Then your hands get blistered. We'll take the sweat right now. Nick, you hate me yet?
Dude, I've known you all my life. I should have known this was going to be a bad idea.
We're getting there. It is a lot easier without it being cold, but overall, dude, we're like, it was a dumb idea. We might have to put it under the garage, the open side, open whatever garage. I think it'll take the heat off the top of it because this is almost too hot to where it starts to, basically you can, I mean, this is 3M material and you can rip it like paper. So that tells you kind of how hot it is. This part, ooh, that's a good one, that's a good one, that's a good one.
Can the garage people install a pool after this too, so we can just jump in the pool after next year?
True.
This is how I feel right now.
Yeah.
That screaming.
What do you think about this? Oh, the screeching?
Yeah, the screeching, that's what I want to do right now.
See what your friend makes you do when you come down here?
I know. I'm supposed to be on vacation right now. Wanted to see my friends. Haven't seen them all year. Supposed to go fishing a little bit.
Tell them how the fishing trip went yesterday.
Dude, listen, I can't frog. Let's just put it that way. I don't like it. My shoulder's bad, and I found out that frogging only makes it worse. And Chickamauga is not as easy as what Hunter makes it, or anybody makes it look like, I guess. Came here, what was it, 2-3 years ago? Hunter caught the biggest bass I've ever seen in my life. What'd you get, 3rd place in that tournament?
Yeah.
And now, I come here, caught like a 5-6 incher. I could have done that at home in Ohio where Hunter left.
It's not that easy to be out here fishing in the middle of August. Yeah, that's what you're gonna get. If you would have came down in the springtime, we would have went out and caught a lot of bass. I figured this would be better. I could use your helping hand to get my boat.
Hey, it was still a good time though.
Dude, look at this thing.
It's looking good.
Solid. We still got a green dash. Check that out. How much time do you think it took us?
Couple breaks. It's been like an hour and a half.
It's been longer than what, because we're filming it, but dude, it came off nice. The biggest thing is you end up getting a lot of like glue residue, just typical from putting a wrap on, and being this hot, a lot of it came off with it being in the heat. It's always a tricky spot down here. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little hack. All right. This is the hack. 3M adhesive remover. Ordered off Amazon or whatever. But you spray this on the glue, get you a credit card, and wipe that stuff off. And we won't really have to use a lot. I've had this from last year's boat. I'll get back to work. I'm trying to just not peel off as much as Nick. It was a very unnecessary thing to do when one of my best friends comes to town for the first time. We did go fishing yesterday though. You obviously already heard that. But we got it accomplished. Took us about an hour. We still got some little details to do. The bird is free. All the wrap off of it. And Nick, what do you think? Here you go. This is the wrap. Here you go.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, my son would love that. He'll be wrapping everything in his room.
Yeah, we should have had Cohen, his 10-year-old little son, probably would have loved to help. We would have loved him to help, but we got it done. Thank you so much for the help.
That's a wrap on the wrap.
That's a wrap on the wrap. See, he's built for this stuff. All right, there we go, guys. There's the rig. It's clean. It's ready to be sold. So if you're in the market for a 2021 Phoenix 21 PHX, message me on social media, on here, on Instagram, whatever. It is going to be going up for sale. Actually, it's going to be going up for sale right now, but I got to get my new boat first before it's sold because obviously I still got to fish. All right, it's time to go get a shower. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget, you got to subscribe. We're going to be doing more stuff like this all the time. And we're going to be doing a whole dream garage. It's going right behind me. Obviously, the canopies are not my dream garage. They may do. We made it work, but we're going to be doing a whole dream garage build coming up very soon in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you later.